Hey guys, how's it going? I'm down here at my friend's BMW Berry in Chiswick, where Tony Lewis, or TRL as some of you might know him, works. They have very kindly hooked me up with this beautiful M140. I've parked it next to my M135, which I came down here in, and I thought we'd just do a little sort of comparison between the two cars, just talk about the differences, the spec differences as well, and and just chat a bit about the car that I'm about to take away. They've given it to me for a week, so I'm going to drive it down to Goodwood tomorrow, and I've got a few other things planned with it. Really excited. Didn't have a clue what colour or spec it was going to be, and it just looks lovely. I mean, black's a lovely colour. I think if I lived in a country that was drier, had less rain and better weather, I think black would be my ideal colour, but I know what they're like when they get dirty, and they're so hard to keep clean and they show up scratches, etc. But God, that thing's brand new and it looks really good when it's clean, and that is the problem with black. When it is clean and it's polished, it looks stunning. So yeah, big shout out to Berry Chiswick. They helped me recently, or they helped us with my car chat with Annabelle and Aaron and Sideways Sid. They gave us that lovely 540i X drive, and now they pulled through and given me the M140. I've been asking BMW UK for an M140 for about 6-7 months, and I haven't managed to get my hands on one, and Tony Lewis has sorted me right out with this. So let's talk a bit about the differences of the cars. So obviously the initial difference is mine's a 3-door, the one that I've got there is a 5-door. My original M135 was also a 5-door. I think the 5-door looks better. I think the proportions are better. The wheels look like they fit the car better. Let's see if we can walk around here and I can explain that. If you look at the rear quarter here, I just think this wheel and the door, etc., it just all looks okay, and the wheels don't look too small, they look good. Whereas on the 3-door, I think the wheel looks too small because there's a massive panel here. I might be wrong, maybe I've just made that all up, but that's what I think in my opinion. They don't look too small, they just don't look quite big enough, whereas the same wheel on effectively the same car but with 5 doors just looks better on the 5-door. Now the reason I went for the 3-door is the 3-door, obviously the doors are longer. So again, we'll walk around here. You know, the doors are a good probably 6 to 8 inches longer than on the 5-door, where the doors are a lot shorter. Now, as I've talked about in many of my videos, I'm 6'3", 6'4", so getting in and out of the small doors and the 5-door, it's easily doable, but you're always rubbing your jeans or your back on the pillar, whereas in this one you've got plenty of room. The downsides that I've discovered with the 3-door are the front seats sit about 1.5 inches higher than they do in the 5-door, and the reason for that is because they've got the mechanism underneath them that allows them to do this. So it's got the sliding mechanism, so effectively they sit about 1 inch higher on their rails, whereas on the 5-door they don't need to do that or fold forward, and they just sit further down the floor. So it's sort of, yes, you gain from getting in and out of the car, but then I'm actually sitting a lot higher and my head is basically on the roof. So, and I didn't know that until I'd ordered the car. I should have sat in one beforehand. So if you're around my height, it's worth trying both the 3 and the 5-door. Right, so 3-door, 5-door. Obviously this is the M135, so this has got the N55 3-litre straight 6 twin scroll turbo in it. Produces about 320 horsepower. And what's the torque on this one? About 330 pound-feet, I think. And then the M140's got the brand new, or not brand new anymore, but the new B58 engine in it. Again, a 3-litre straight 6 twin scroll turbo, but this one produces 340 odd brake horsepower and 370 pound-feet of torque, which is M2 torque figures. So it's a really punchy car, and it feels a lot more powerful, sort of mid-range. It's just got a lot more punch to it, so yeah, it just makes the whole car feel a lot quicker. What other differences have we got? So interior, obviously my white car has got black leather, so I've got the white with the contrasting black leather, and this one is Sorry, my camera's going mad. This one is black with the oyster leather, but not just the oyster leather, it's got the black lowers, so it's oyster with black. So you can get away with having the lighter colour leather, but you've got the sort of darker mats and carpets, so that, you know, if you get in there muddy or dirty, you're not going to cover it. Because I think cars that have got oyster or cream or beige carpets are just a waste of time, unless you sort of never do anything in them. So yeah, and spec wise, so mine's a manual, 6-speed manual. This one has got the brilliant ZF 8-speed. I've had both again. My original M135, the blue one, the Estoril blue one, that had the ZF 8-speed. I went to the manual. If I was to order an M140, I'd go back to the ZF 8-speed, just because the manual's okay, it's not brilliant. It's a little bit notchy still at 10,000 miles, and also it's more about the ZF just being so good, and the latest software in the M140s, just unbelievable. It just makes the car a lot faster. You get really nice paddles with it. So you've got these really nice paddles. They share the same steering wheel basically, but this has got the paddles. I've got the side lights on there, but yeah, it's just really nice, and I can't wait to to try one with the ZF again, and it just makes the car feel so much faster and punchier. Otherwise, yeah, same size boots. Mine's got a sunroof. Mine's actually pretty fully loaded, except it's a manual, and it's a 3-door. It's probably got more options and toys than this one, but this will have the very latest, is it the iDrive 6 in it? So the one that's effectively in the new G35 series, 7 series, but without the touchscreen parts in it. You can usually tell whether it's the very latest by the iDrive controller down here. Mine's got the trackpad as well, I'll show you that in a second, but this has got a slightly different button layout than my one over here. So you see it's got the trackpad, but the buttons are slightly different. There's no dividers in there, and that's pretty much it really. I mean, the interior between the facelifted M135 and the 140, there's barely any differences, if I'm being honest. You can get a few extra toys in here, like the wireless phone charger, etc., but you know, aside from that, pretty much bang on. And again, aesthetically the same brakes, same wheels, you know, the same as you look at them from the front. There's no external differences between the two, except for the badging. And as you all know, I take the badging off my car anyway, because I can't stand the tacky badge on them. It actually doesn't look too bad in black, because the badging's like a, I don't know, what colour is that, like a titanium sort of colour. It doesn't look too silvery, but these badges on any of the M lights, they need to go, because they just look shit. And the problem with them is they're on everything, and I'll just make my point now. So we got a 520D over there, that's got them on them. We got 5 Series GT, that's got them on them. Oh, we got an X5, that's got them on them. It's just, personally, I think they look cheap and nasty, but I know it's just personal preference, and I know that I'm an old man, so you don't all have to listen to me. But yeah, so that's going to be mine for the next 8 days. I can't wait to get some miles sort of under its belt, try it out, and yeah, I'm sure I'm going to sort of fall back in love with the ZF 8-speed, because it's just such a brilliant box. Yeah, little beast. So thanks again to Berry Chiswick and Tony for sorting me out, and Asif as well, actually, who handed it over to me today. I'm super excited about having it for the week, and let's see if it convinces me to trade this one in and finally order an M140. Cool guys, thanks for watching as always. This has just been a collection video. There's going to be plenty more stuff on the M140 over the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned. Any questions, leave them below. That's it. Cool, cheers, bye.